Have you ever wondered what adding raw foods to your life could do for you? My name is Veganowledge JJ, author of How I Went From Sad to Glad, my simple four-step blueprint to transform your health, weight, and mindset to finally reach your goals with joy and ease. And I'm here to tell you that a lot of people think that the raw food diet is just another way within veganism to be able to eat. And I have found it's actually been a full body experience. It has benefits that have surprised me that I didn't even realize I would get out of eating raw food. So I'm going to go over my top 10 benefits here. And please let me know in the comments if you also have experienced this. And the first thing that really came to mind when I was thinking about this to share it with you was how easy it is. You are essentially just able to grab food and eat it and not have to worry about a lot of preparation. You don't have to worry about preheating the oven, worrying about all these things that we have to worry about. Oh, let me hurry up and put it here so that it doesn't get cold, or having to reheat food. It is really cuts down on a lot of time that you spend cooking, and you can really do other things. Like at lunch, when I finish eating my fruit, there's really no dishes that I have to do unless I have put something that I want to like cut up, or I don't want the juice to go everywhere, of course. But other than that, it's like it really makes life simple, especially if you eat a simplistic diet, which is kind of what I teach to my plants formers, as I call them in my community. And it's fun, we'll get to that later on though. But first of all would be ease, opening up, time to do other things in your life and not worry so much about it. You're eating just to get your nutrients in. So number two is keeping my ideal weight. Now, when I first went into this, as I mentioned, I lost 55 pounds, eliminated, seasonal allergies and back pain. But that 55 pounds, I've been able to keep that off. And a lot of this has to do with eating raw foods and being able to eat a lot and enjoy it and not put on weight because of the lower caloric density of it. And I have explored other versions of the vegan diet. I have not only been raw vegan for 6 years, a large part of that, yes. But when I was in, I guess it was like April of 2019. I started this in 2020. I did go through a period of time where I went into a whole food plant based. I did processed food like meat alternatives. I did, food like that are vegan by mistake, as you would call them, like French fries, potato chips. I mean, I went through all versions of it. And I, obviously returned here to my raw roots, as I'll say. And I have found throughout all of that at the, when I'm raw, I actually feel so good. It's so enjoyable. I really get excited about it. And I also can maintain my weight a lot better. And like I said, I believe it has to do with the amount of food and the nutrients that I'm getting and the enzymes, and that I'm getting everything I need. So I'm not reaching, for other things, and trying to, get those nutrients by eating, or eating out of just kind of, I would say, pleasure. It really helps me identify my true like hunger signals. So definitely let me know in the comments if you've found that to be true. It's almost like my body knows it's my natural diet, and there's not a whole lot of things attached that can really increase that addiction to the taste, so that it just feels like it's just what my body's meant to eat, so it automatically maintains. And I will say though that you do have to make sure you're getting all the nutrients, and I would say eating the right profile of foods and vitamins and things. And that's something we can save for a different video. But I definitely feel like I can keep my weight off with this. And so if it's something you're looking to lose weight, it might be worth trying it. Like I did. I did a 3-day experiment, and here I am 6 years later. Um, Number three is my body feels 10 years younger, like your joints and like, especially if you're like me, you're over 40. Sometimes if you go to get up, it's like that, like after you sit for a while and things tighten up. And if you have any type of chronic pain or inflammation that you've been dealing with, not only me, but people I interview on my Amazing Plantz4mationz show, they all have the same experience, that the body just decreases all that inflammation, allows you to be able to move around better and feel better. Your skin feels better. And again, I am going to probably say this on every one, but it's very important that you get the right amount of nutrients and understand the diet and calories, and you have to kind of understand that for what fits within your lifestyle and activity level in the beginning, until you realize your like true hunger signals, and then you're just like coasting along, and you're enjoying it, and you can eat until you're full, and you're not having to worry about measuring, a cup of this, and I can only have a little speck of food because I had this type of food, like other diets I've been on. It's like the easiest diet. It's a little bit, I would say, difficult to mentally get your head around when you first start, because you're like, what am I doing? I have to cook this, or I'm feeling I want a dense food. But really, if you get all of the nutrients, especially enough of your healthy fats, you truly like feel good. At least I do. I'm not going to say you, because obviously you could try it for yourself, but that was my experience and is my experience. That I feel like, I can move around. I had a lot of time running on hard surfaces in high school and just after, when I was a basketball player. So my knees feel 100% better. And again, I eliminated 18 years of chronic back pain in 30 days when I first started this. So I feel like I found a miracle, and that's why I'm here to share this with you. And that's why I have my book and my community, to try to make things easier for you. Um, Cravings are another thing I find when I am raw, like not eating well. And there are some things that I have in my diet at certain times that are raw by mistake. Like sometimes I'll have walnuts, and I'm not able to find raw walnuts, but for the most part, I'm talking about a very high amount of raw food, not purposely cooking everything. And I think you can probably find some of these benefits from, eating a higher amount of raw food in your diet. So if you're someone who's exploring that, I would love to have you join me and subscribe, and you'll be able to gently ease into this. You might find that you're feeling good, and just, keeping how you eat, but adding raw foods into it. So, but I find that the cravings like completely went away when I'm eating raw food and eating the right amount of foods and everything. Like some people ease into going raw, like they might go vegetarian and then vegan and then maybe whole food and then adding raw food. Me, I just went right from I got to have meat on every plate over, just over to this raw vegan diet. And I think what that did for me was kind of like cleared my palate of everything, because it's easy to kind of start craving those flavors that you used to have, or maybe things that don't align with your health goals. But when when you're on completely on fruits and a lot of vegetables, sprouts, nuts, and seeds, for example, it almost feels like that food is alive, and you start to almost like turn away, start leaning into that and away from the raw food, I mean from cooked food, because it almost is weird, like it's feeling like it's like you shouldn't be cooking it. I don't know, it's very strange. If you've had this experience, it's kind of like ew in a way. And that's if you're getting enough. I will say there are periods of time when, if I'm not eating enough calories, or at times where I realize I wasn't eating the right amount of nutrients, it will cause you to now reach for those foods that don't align with it, but it's only because your body's not getting what it needs. So I would love to, guide you and tell you the things that I've figured out by, especially in the beginning, understanding your true hunger signals and making sure you're getting enough calories, enough healthy fats, and everything so that your body has a chance to really, um, thrive on this type of diet. And then number five is really one of the things that were unexpected, for me, and I find others too. But my mood, I've always been, a happy person, but in, like, for example, your patience level, it just seems so, like, grounded and connected and compassionate to people, and it's just like a different kind of vibration that I feel. It's like I feel a connection, like, to like, I don't know how to describe it, because that's what a lot of this stuff is. And I was just talking about this with um Sky Conway, who is another raw vegan, and we were talking about how it's like it elevates your mood, it elevates your perception of the world, it helps you kind of just feel calm, but also like a sense of energy. It's very interesting, and I find that a lot of raw vegans that I talk to, feel this way too. And I think it's a beautiful thing, to be vegan, and I think it's amazing all the different diets within veganism. And I just feel like, for me, I feel like I have to share my experience with it, because if you are exploring raw foods, you may find these same things, and I would love for you to, comment, or if you decide to try exploring them. Number six is digestion and congestion. So, like, I put these together just because they rhymed. They could have really been two benefits by themselves, but digestion in this diet just feels kind of next level. It is like everything is running like exactly as it should. Your food is being eliminated properly, going to the bathroom. Like, I don't think I realized when I was on the standard American diet that I was actually constipated, even though I thought I was going regularly. This is like a different type of feeling. You'll just not feel any, type of bloating, and you just feel like lighter, and you feel that everything is kind of running smoothly, especially if you have the right, amount of hydration and nutrients with it. And the congestion is, it's very strange that even times like, well, I've eliminated my seasonal allergies completely when I went into raw vegan after only 30 days. But even in times where I've cycled in and out of cooked food and back to raw food, it was so amazing, because I would, even during times of whole food plant based, and like even increasing, meat alternatives and things, I don't know what it is, but for me, I just felt like, not that my allergies ever came back, like my seasonal allergies, but I would feel a little version of it where I would feel congested in the morning, and just like a constant, like a little bit of sinus in a sense, and that I don't feel when I'm completely raw. So I find that really interesting. It's like my body has no mucus or immune type response at all when I'm eating raw food. So that's definitely a benefit, especially for me. I love feeling clear. And then, so the number seven is unexpected too. It's like my creativity and like focus, able to like focus and get things done, and be productive, and really, like at work, I just feel like I do like a better job. I feel like, creativity, like coming on here and doing videos, increases. And I have heard a lot of others say this too. It's just amazing what these foods and having the right enzymes can do for our energy level. You just feel lighter, and you feel like your mind is even clearer. You're able to deal with, issues as they come up in a calm, compassionate way, and just feel, no like brain brain fog. And I mean, that's important too, to meet, those nutrient profiles. Because I have felt at certain periods that I wasn't as clear, and I realized maybe it was that I was missing healthy fat, or I was missing eating enough calories. So it's a lot to, you can play around with it to see what works for you. And I'm here to help you do that. Reconnecting with nature and my body, it feels like I can understand my body, like it's working along with me. Like I can start to, like, I never overeat with this. I can eat until I'm full. Not eating out of boredom. I'm eating literally in conjunction how an animal would eat, and kind of even knowing what nutrients to eat, what I need after a while of being raw. It's really interesting to be like in tune with your body. And I find that I'm also, and me and Sky were talking about this, it feels like you want to reconnect with nature. It's almost like your body knows there's vitamins in the sunlight when it's getting how, like, the natural diet, and you want to get outside, and you just feel like you're able to, like, look at nature in a different way, like you're almost connected with it. It's wild, it's amazing. Number 9 kind of plays in with what I was talking about feeling younger, and feeling like your joints can move, and ending like chronic pain. And like it really can, like, to me, it can do a lot of things for you, that things you might be dealing with, surprising things. Like you may do this just to lose weight and add, a lot of raw foods to your diet, and then you realize that it does this other thing. And that's one of the things that was like that for the allergies for me. I knew I'd probably lose weight if I went from eating all the stuff I was eating to eating this, right? But I did not know also that I didn't have to portion control it. And I also didn't know that how it played into my motivation. Like, number 9 is workouts are easier. And a lot of people say this too. It's like how it goes hand in hand. When you're eating a lot of living foods, it's like your body is ready to move. So I find whenever I'm eating higher raw foods, I'm able to work out easier. I have that motivation to want to move around. And that's amazing. And number 10 is, it's like a whole experience. I just feel good. I don't know how to explain it, and it is 100% different from when I'm eating cooked, a lot of cooked food. And it's not that I'm anti cooked food. And I know that some people love getting certain nutrients if they're deficient, make them bioavailable. I have ate cooked food. I'm just saying that I am proud of you if you're vegan. That is the important thing for the animals. But if there's something going on where you're feeling a little off, or you feel like you want to lose some weight, I would definitely recommend and encourage, especially where I was at 42, it made me feel 32. So now I'm 48. I guess now I can feel 38. But it's really been a great experience. And if you're interested in exploring my community, my programs, and you're not alone in this. If you want to be around like-minded individuals who take their health seriously within the vegan diet and really want to level up but have fun, join my new membership community. And if you want to read the story of how I went from the standard American diet to the raw vegan diet, and how I've sustained that and went out of it and returned to it, and why, and also a 4-step blueprint that I've used my psychology background to put together for you, that you can check the comments and it'll be there for you. I even have a free audiobook version that's out now. So I would be like, oh, and I forgot the beginner raw vegan guide that's absolutely free. I've got that there. I'm obsessed with putting out resources and solving things that are like keeping you from being successful in your vegan and health goals. And I really love working with new vegans and new raw vegans to help them to understand that a lot of this has to do with your mindset, and that you already have everything in you to reach your goals. You just need a few perspective changes, I feel like, and I'm here to help guide you to that. This is Coach JJ, or Veganowledge JJ. I'm so happy you joined. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video if you found it helpful. And tell me if you've had the same experience, or if this has resonated with you, and if you might be ready to try the raw vegan diet. And we'll ensure you do it in the right way. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. This is Veganowledge JJ. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me.